Have you ever sat around a campfire, listening to stories about mythical creatures or ancient heroes? Have you ever pondered the myths and legends that have been passed down through generations? If so, then you know how captivating and thought-provoking these tales can be. But did you know that they also hold a deeper meaning that can help us understand ourselves better? In this video, we will explore the fascinating world of mythology and its power to unlock our potential and heal our past. Before we dive in, I have a favor to ask. If you find value in this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos like this. Your support means everything to us and helps spread our message to more people. Now let's get started. Myths are stories that have been shared for centuries. They often involve supernatural beings or events and typically aim to explain natural phenomena or provide guidance on how to live. While myths may seem like fairy tales reserved for children, they actually hold profound truths that can help us better understand ourselves and the world around us. By exploring myths, we can gain insight into our deepest fears and desires, as well as the motivations behind our actions. Additionally, myths can teach us valuable lessons about life and provide us with a sense of purpose and meaning. For example, the Greek myth of Sisyphus, who was condemned to roll a stone up a hill only for it to roll down every time he neared the top, teaches us about the futility of striving for something that is impossible to achieve. Meanwhile, the Norse myth of Ragnarok, which describes the death of the gods and the destruction of the world, can serve as a cautionary tale about the dangers of hubris and the inevitability of change. Through these stories, and many others like them, we can learn about ourselves and the human condition in ways that we never could have imagined. The word ancestral refers to our ancestors, the people who lived before us and whose genes we carry within us. It also relates to our lineage and family tree, reminding us that we are part of a much bigger picture. This idea is central to understanding our connection to the past and how it shapes our present. For example, our ancestral memories are the memories of our ancestors that have been passed down to us. These memories can be positive or negative and can influence our beliefs, values, and behaviors. For instance, if our ancestors experienced war and persecution, we might have inherited a fear of conflict or a distrust of authority figures. Similarly, if our ancestors had a strong sense of community and belonging, we might be more inclined to seek out close relationships and a sense of community ourselves. These ancestral memories are not just stories from the past. They are an integral part of who we are today. Jung believed that we all share a collective unconsciousness that contains universal symbols, archetypes, and patterns of behavior. According to Jung, these archetypes are inherited tendencies to respond to certain situations in particular ways. They are the building blocks of our psyche and shape our perceptions, thoughts, and feelings. One example of an archetype is the hero, which represents our innate desire for growth and transformation. Another common archetype is the trickster, which embodies our capacity for mischief and creativity. By understanding these archetypes, we can gain insight into our own personalities and behaviors, as well as those of others. Furthermore, Jung's theory of archetypes can help us interpret dreams, myths, and other forms of symbolism, allowing us to tap into the deeper meaning and significance of these experiences. Jungian analysis reveals a rich tapestry of universal symbols that offer profound insights into the human psyche. Dreams, according to Jung, are a manifestation of the collective unconsciousness, allowing us to access the deeper meaning and significance of our inner world. By analyzing the symbols that appear in our dreams, we can gain a better understanding of ourselves and the challenges we are facing in our waking lives. For instance, water often symbolizes the unconscious mind, while fire represents passion or the transformative process. Jung believed that by exploring and integrating the various archetypes and symbols that emerge in our dreams, we can achieve greater self-awareness and personal growth. This process of dream analysis can be a powerful tool for understanding the messages from our subconscious and harnessing their power to guide us on our journey towards wholeness. We've barely scratched the surface of what Jungian analysis has to offer when it comes to the vast realm of universal symbols. Let us take a closer look at some of the most common symbols and what they might reveal about us. The Great Mother. This archetype represents the nurturing, life-giving aspect of the psyche. It is associated with qualities such as fertility, abundance, and unconditional love. If you frequently encounter the Great Mother symbol in your dreams or experiences, it may indicate a need for comfort, nourishment, or protection. The Wise Old Man. This archetype embodies wisdom, knowledge, and spiritual insight. It is often depicted as a mentor or guide who offers advice and helps the hero on his journey. If you come across the Wise Old Man symbol, it may suggest that you are seeking wisdom or guidance in your life, or that you need to listen to the advice of a more experienced individual. The Shadow. This archetype represents the dark, hidden aspects of the psyche. It encompasses our repressed emotions, negative traits, and destructive tendencies. Encountering the shadow in dreams or experiences may signify that you are facing your deepest fears and confronting the parts of yourself that you have been avoiding. The Trickster. As mentioned earlier, the Trickster archetype embodies mischief, creativity, and the capacity for breaking rules. It often appears as a catalyst for change and challenges the status quo. If you see the Trickster in your dreams, it may suggest that you need to embrace playfulness, challenge conventions, or shake things up in your life. The Hero. This archetype represents courage, strength, and the capacity for growth and transformation. It is the protagonist of myths and stories who goes on a journey, faces challenges, and emerges victorious. If you come across the Hero archetype, it may indicate that you are going through a challenging situation and need to tap into your inner strength and resilience. By exploring these universal symbols and archetypes, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the complexities of the human psyche. Remember that these are just a few examples, and there are many other symbols and archetypes to discover. Jungian analysis offers a rich and complex understanding of the human psyche, and these symbols are just a starting point for exploring the depths of our inner world. Now, let's shift our focus to the fascinating topic of myth-making. Have you ever marveled at the intricate narratives that humans have crafted throughout history? From ancient creation myths to modern-day fairy tales, stories have always been an integral part of the human experience. But have you ever wondered why we feel such a deep connection to these tales and how they continue to shape our world today? At its core, myth-making is a way for humans to make sense of the world around them. When faced with the unknown or unexplainable, we naturally try to find patterns and connections, and myths are the result of this innate curiosity and desire to understand. Take, for example, the Greek myth of Pandora's box. This story serves as an explanation for why there is so much suffering in the world. According to the myth, Pandora, the first woman, was created by the gods and given a box that she was not supposed to open. However, overcome with curiosity, she lifted the lid, releasing all the evils of the world into the human race. Through this story, ancient Greeks were able to cope with the pain and suffering that are an inevitable part of the human experience. But myth-making is about more than just explaining the world. It is also a way for humans to express their deepest fears and desires. Take the Norse myth of Ragnarok, which depicts the destruction of the world and the death of the gods. At first glance, this may seem like a grim and terrifying story, but when we delve deeper into the myth, we begin to see it as a reflection of the Norse people's fears about the destructive forces of nature, such as earthquakes, floods, and volcanic eruptions. In a world without technology or scientific understanding, these forces of nature were all too real and terrifying to those living in the Norse society. Despite their ancient origins, myths continue to be relevant in today's world. In fact, many of the stories and symbols from ancient myths have become part of our everyday language and culture. Take the phrase Achilles' heel, which refers to a person's one fatal flaw. This common expression is derived from the Greek myth of Achilles, the hero of the Trojan War. Similarly, the phrase Sheba's tooth is used to describe something that is extremely beautiful, but also dangerous and seductive. This expression comes from the Bible's Book of Kings, where it is said that the Queen of Sheba was so beautiful that King Solomon compared her to the alluring yet deadly poisonous tooth of an animal. These are just a few examples of how ancient myths continue to influence our language and culture today. From the heroes and villains of Greek mythology to the magical creatures of folklore, these stories have left an indelible mark on our collective consciousness. So the next time you hear a mythical creature, think about the role that myth-making has played in shaping our world and the timeless power of stories to captivate and inspire us. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the fascinating world of mythology and archetypes. I hope this video has helped you unlock a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. And as always, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep seeking wisdom. Until next time.